welcome to the Pixie Podcast. I am your host, Dime, and we are back again with another episode. So, before we get started, can you please introduce yourself, who you are?
Hi world, I'm Nicho Now from Chesapeake, Virginia. Recording artist, writer, producer, engineer, a little bit of everything.
Okay. So, how are you? Are you good? Having a good midday, halfway
Yeah,
through the day?
yeah.
Yeah.
Today is raining.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not a fan of the rain all that
Same.
much, but because I'm not a fan of the rain, I've told myself I can't let rain stop me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, a lot of people cancel plans,
Yeah.
but I take that as like an insult. Like, rain, you're not gonna get in my way. If I want to have a good day, I'm
I
gonna have a
like
good
that.
day. So,
Because I'm one of those people. Like,
yeah,
I would cancel all my plans. I look out the
yeah,
window, I see one drip of like a wet ground.
I get
I'm
it.
not going anywhere.
I get it. And I literally just like that before. So that's why I was like, I'm canceling too many plans because I can't control the
The
weather.
weather, right.
So I'm just going to keep going through it.
Right. Can't control it.
Exactly.
Okay. So let's get started. Okay. So, what first got you into music, and when did you know it was something you wanted to pursue seriously?
That first got into music, I mean, my whole family is like they've done something with music. Like my dad was a DJ. My mom was a singer in the Tops and Blues. That's just like she was in the military, so that's like what they're called. I don't know if they're still called that today, but she was the singer in that. So my whole life flow has always been music, kind of first, or that being like a foundational part of what it is. My sister used to sing all the time too. So,
Yeah.
and then of course, the first cousins play drums, sing all that. So it's
Put
in my
mom or
DNA.
sister in your songs? You ever thought of it?
Yeah, she was like
Yeah.
in the first song I recorded in like seventh grade.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's so cute.
yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
I mean, I didn't know any other
Yeah.
singers. Like
Right.
that was what I was. That's what I was doing. I was like, my sister's name is Brianna, so I was like, Brianna, come sing on this
Yeah.
song here. So
Shout out to
shout
Brianna.
out to Brianna.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. How would you describe your sound to someone who's never heard your music?
All right. So it's a little thing with that. Like, so I'm gonna try to not get off facts. So we're talking about. I know what we're talking about. All right. So stop me if I
No.
drift too
Keep
far
going.
right here. Right. So boom.
That's yeah.
I I know the importance of like trying to give somebody something directly to say I am this, right? So when I nowadays well, not now, but when I first started, all right, I'm gonna go under this new name, this new moniker, Nicho Now. I was like, all right, I'm gonna be a alternative R&B artist, but I've never always been just like one way with music. You know what I mean? Like for instance, I'm gonna have a band. I'm gonna have a band, and the first four songs we're gonna come out with are all like funk based songs, right? So it's not gonna be any of the music that somebody's probably heard. And so when I put out, I have three songs right now going, and one of them is just a rapping freestyle. It's nothing but rappity lyrical miracle stuff, and I love that. I also love R&B. I also love production that doesn't sound like something you've heard before. So when somebody asks me, what type of music do you make? I just will say, I sing and I rap.
Okay.
I don't
Yeah.
really try to make it a genre. I could have said that instead of everything that I said. Not nothing. I just like to say I sing and I rap. Just in case somebody asks me again, I'm gonna just say that. Boom.
Singing around.
I'm a sing and I rap, and that's that.
You're really good at it too. It's one song. Well, it's a freestyle.
Yeah, yeah,
And I
yeah.
downloaded it and I've been listening to it ever since. It's good.
Appreciate
It's
that.
really good.
Appreciate that. Thank you.
I like that.
Thank you.
You produce and edit your own videos. So, what's your creative process like when you're building a full visual experience
Um,
on a song?
yeah, for sure. Well, the thing is, I just don't really separate anything as far as my creative process. Like the same way I think about music is the same way I think about videos. Like I either hear something, I see something, things that I'm inspired by or influenced by, I can I just write it down. Like the way that I direct, if I'm directing a video, I do now. Granted, video wise, there's a process, I guess. So the the embryo of the idea usually just starts with what am I inspired by. Like I guess I have to give context. If I'm doing one of my songs, I'm thinking of what color does this song remind me of? Like what mood is this song? Sometimes I don't think about any of that. Sometimes I just think about, all right, what just looks cool? Like what type of little effect might
Yeah.
wow somebody? Because I'm
Right.
just a big proponent of like, I want to make everything I do special for the person that's receiving it. So I look for that in a visual. I look for that in music as well. Like what makes this special than any other thing that I've done? Because I try not to repeat creatively. I try not to repeat something that I've done before.
Right.
That makes sense. Which
Yeah.
is there's a pro and con to that thinking, but you know.
I've seen this a few of your visuals. I think it was like an all white one.
Yeah, I've done black. Yeah,
can't
black and
remember.
whites.
I
So
can't remember the name of the song, but you
Yeah.
have it on your Instagram.
yeah, so was I wearing all white?
I think
or-
you were wearing all
All right,
white.
if I was wearing all white, yeah. So that one must have been
Like in the
Rides and
field.
Needs.
Yeah, I think it was
Yeah.
that one. You were
Okay.
in the field.
Yeah, yeah,
It was
yeah.
so crazy because
Yeah.
like I play too much, so I was
Yeah.
like listening to the song and like the dances you was doing in it.
Oh,
I was
yeah.
at work one day and I'm just randomly like whenever my friends walk past, I'll just just doing it. They was like, "What is wrong with you?" I
That's
was like,
funny.
"Look, you had my little earbuds in." It was
Yeah.
hilarious, but
I like that.
yeah, your visual was really good.
I appreciate
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
That's cool. That's fun. That's the first
Yeah.
time somebody's mentioned
What?
that dance, and I don't know why.
They doing it.
Yeah.
Like I play around a lot, but yeah.
Nah, that's pretty cool.
I said
That's pretty
I gotta
dope.
take that off you. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I gotta-
no.
I gotta take that
I'm
off you.
glad to know
Yeah.
somebody noticed that dance because I don't know how I just did it on the spot. But then I noticed I was like, oh, I like doing that.
It's
I'm
TikTok
gonna
worthy
do that.
too.
Yeah, I
Like
was doing that in every
making like a whole
cutscene.
compilation of like in the bathroom just hitting it. Go outside hitting it. Like
You
that's
just gave me
yeah.
a crazy idea. Because
telling
like
you.
there's a lot of what I filmed that I didn't use because I just do these short snippets of the song. So now I'm literally
turn
about
into a
to-
yeah, into a compilation. That would be dope.
I'm definitely gonna credit you too. I'm gonna be like, yo,
Well, I took it from you.
yeah.
I'm over here just turning it, making it dime.
That was dope. That was dope. I like that.
Yeah. What comes first for you? Lyrics, beat, or visuals?
Either everything.
Yeah.
I really don't try to limit myself because honestly, everything inspires me. Anything like, I don't have a process. Like it could be. I remember. Well, I'm about to come out with this song, but I don't even know. I think I was just like riding down the street in silence, and I was like, and then I just was like, oh, that would be a cool voice sample in the song, and so I made a beat from just a random.
And you make beats.
Yes.
Oh,
yeah,
wow. That's
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's what I ended up doing. I made the beat from that voice sample and then made a song out of that. And now it's about to come out.
Is it hard making like beats? Because I always wanted. I have to like
Yeah. No.
in my mind.
Yeah.
In my mind, I'm like a little rapper.
Okay.
Like, I can't rap. I can't sing. I think I can sing too, but I can't. But like that's always been like I always wanted to like make a beat.
Oh, for sure.
So
No,
like
it's.
we're gonna have to make that happen.
I got you. It's
Yeah.
real simple. If you can stomp your feet and clap your hands and you can hum something,
Yeah.
that is a beat right there.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll
That's
take you up on that because like
beat right there.
I be thinking I be doing stuff and I'm like,
I
somebody
mean,
gotta-
you are. Don't
somebody gotta
downplay
hear
yourself.
this.
Don't downplay yourself.
I got a lot of stuff in this head of mine. I gotta get it
And
out.
you should let that joint. And I'll help you
Please.
anywhere you need to. I got you.
Okay.
And I'll put a visual up there for you.
What's been a visual? I love
Yeah.
visuals.
Yeah, I got you.
What's been your biggest challenge as an independent artist?
Trying to see how I want to be perceived. That was that was the biggest one just because I work in marketing, so I know the importance
Yeah.
of targeting your audience, because you don't want to just be kind of aimlessly doing things.
Right.
You know, you want to have a plan, you want to have an intention, and part of that intention is knowing what product you're trying to give away.
Exactly.
Yeah, what product you're trying to push. And in knowing what product you're trying to push, you got to know who's going to buy it, who's going
Right.
to invest into it. And that goes back to our earlier question when you were asking what type of music, how would you describe your music? So the challenging thing is one, me accepting that I'm not gonna just be doing R&B all the time, and I don't want to just be rapping all the time. I don't want to make stuff that isn't live band worthy. Like, I want to make funk songs, but then you got to figure out, well, who would like funk songs. So that's the biggest one, because there's nobody that probably sees all of that besides me. Like, I have to probably just put the music out, see where I'm getting most of like the love from. And then I'm sure it would either do one or two things, right? So it's either going to cause people to have to fall in love with me. I'm not even fall in love, but be fans of me
Yeah.
as an individual and just kind of accept whatever I'm kind of putting out. Or it's going to be difficult for people to invest or just tune in. Let me not use those business like words, but I'm a businessman, so like I'm using
Use your
those.
business
Yeah.
words. Business.
So I gotta see, and people investing their time and energy into me. Like, it might be difficult for them because they don't know if they're like, somebody might hate funk music but love when I like rap bar for bar, rap. You know what I mean? But then there's another perspective that I take where I'm like, okay, well, maybe I am the bridge to the person that only likes rippity rap. I might put him on some funk music, and then he might like that, and it get to other artists and like that. So I think I'm gonna take that third one.
Okay.
All right, cool. Yeah, I'm literally figuring out
Yeah.
things as we're talking, so
Yeah.
it's like a little
That's
therapy
good.
session here. Yeah.
Do you think the VA music scene gets enough recognition?
No.
Did I say that right? Recognition.
Recognition.
We're not gonna think too
I
hard.
was about to say, because I'll sit there.
Yeah,
and try
me
to break
too.
it. I told you about the Google. I'll
Yeah.
break Google out real quick. No, and we definitely deserve some, because some of the most iconic industry changing things have bred from not on. I'm from the 757, but also the 804 too. Like, some of the biggest. So of course, Missy, Timbaland,
Yeah.
Pharrell, all of them came from, our area.
Yeah.
But, and when they got into the music, they changed the landscape of how something was done. Before them, it was done one way. After them, it was done a whole completely different way. Even in sports, we had Allen Iverson. So he's from Newport News, Michael Vick. Like, these
Okay,
are
yeah.
sports. Like, there was a before Allen Iverson, and then there was a NBA after Allen Iverson. Like, they was just completely different. Same with Michael Vick. And I don't think both sports and music in general get that much recognition. But I already know why. It's just because the area itself is not like a big major city. It's not a major city. None of it's as a major city. Like, New York gets highlighted, Texas,
Yeah.
Miami, Cali. I'm sure, like Georgia.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Stuff like that, like where
Heavy on Georgia.
Super Bowls can go. Like, we in numbers wise.
Louisiana.
Yeah, Louisiana. Yeah. We probably won't get that recognition on a mainstream level, but I think within those industries, people know, like, oh, you can come to Virginia, the South Side of Virginia, and you'll find some special things there. So, no, they don't know.
How do you approach promoting your music in today's social media heavy world?
I think it's my personal preference. Is always quality over quantity. I know that, a common practice they try to preach to people is, clips, and push content, and I'm never really one to just kind of follow the crowd. I'm gonna just always, I mean, I'll take what the crowd is doing into consideration, but I like to break down the concept, the reason that they're saying put out a whole bunch of, and it may work. So I'm not, I mean, if it works for whoever it works for,
Right.
shout out to you. It's not gonna be for me because that's just too much to do, and I already am the creator of my own stuff. So it's like I'd rather give you something of quality once, and don't get me wrong, I know my train of thought, but I'm literally realizing more points as I'm talking. So let me start. All right, so the bunch of clips thing, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to kind of, like I said, do kind of things one by one. But the attention span is short for just consumers in general, just because of the phones and the screens and all that stuff. It does things to our brains that make it harder to latch on to something for a long time. So I believe in, all right, you got to come with consistency, which is kind of what I tell people that I even work with. Build up your ammo and then start shooting. You know what I mean? Like start releasing the clips, or like do all the work, the chopping up work, so you can be able to consistently release. That's even a formula for me. Like I have videos and songs like ready to go, but I'm gonna wait until I got this certain amount to go. And I got these videos already done, so then I can just work and release at the same time. So that way I'm not kind of stressing myself out on like, man, I'm losing people's attention. And if you're putting more thought, I think, into the quality of something, it's something that'll last longer. You know what I mean? Like you can still spread it, you can still push that one thing, but if it's good, then more and more people will latch on to it. So my promotion rule of thumb: quality over quantity and consistency, and be good and different.
You said that so good.
Yeah, appreciate it.
Are there any artists or producers you like to collab with?
Anybody that I'm working with, anybody that I want to collab with, I feel like I'm already doing it.
Okay.
I mean, of course, I mean, there might be people that are already on like the industry, but I don't really count them to, I mean, I guess I can, but that's just like, if I cross your path, like, I don't know. Cause then it'd be like, I'm kind of open. Like if, I don't know, anybody that you can name, like, I would probably be open to working with them. So but it's nobody that's like, damn, I want to get to them right now. Like, I'm still like heavy on me building my own thing. And I'm also heavy on like, I can be a fan of people's work and not really want to be all up in their mix or whatever. But if those people that I am a fan of want to work with me and they happen to see something and say something, then yeah, I'll probably be down. But I feel like that'll be something I'm more open to, instead of me like trying to chase down somebody to work with them.
It makes sense. Tell us about the story or meaning behind Flood for Me.
Oh, that's a good one. I'm trying to dig in my brain real quick. All right.
Take your time.
Yeah. Like the whole, like the.
Well, however you want to like.
Okay. Cause I'm thinking of like, well, how did that whole thing, the beat started? I'm thinking. Like,
Okay. Do you want to talk about the beat?
Yeah, I'll talk about whatever.
Okay.
All right. Well, I'll just say what is on the top of my head. All right. So I started making this beat at a friend's house in New York. I just made like the skeleton of the beat. And this was before I put anything out under Nicho Now. So I had nothing out under that name. And then I came back to Virginia, realized, man, I really like this beat. This beat is different. It's something that I want to build on. And this was still the time that I was like, I'm going to be an alternative R&B artist. So then I started adding stuff that I considered alternative, which is just a lot of quirky kind of percussion instruments. And then I was going to sing and I was going to rap on it. Flood for Me, all right, from a songwriter's standpoint,
Yeah.
I clearly made it sound like, I mean, sensual, sexual, I guess, just more so for a surface level. Like when people listen to it, like it kind of, fluffing me, like it's kind of sexy. So that's where kind of that melody came from. But the actual term to me, flood for me, is more so like flooding of your love, like being vulnerable, kind of just letting it go. You know what I'm saying? Like, so that's why I sampled the SWV rain, is because like rain on me is like rain your
Yeah.
love on me. So I just kind of flipped it to flood for me. You know what I'm saying? But even though those lyrics, I guess you can assess it to like a woman and da 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 da. So that was from the hook of it, flood for me. That's kind of where that came from. And the verses were more so me. It's more so a balance of what I feel, why the woman that I'm referring to in the song wouldn't want to be vulnerable, why I understand that, or why I still want you to be vulnerable. And that's where we get into the hooks and everything like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like this.
Never answered that. Appreciate that. I never answered that question
welcome.
before. So I never thought about it before.
See?
Yeah.
Picking the
I
brain.
just kind of do stuff. Yeah.
Still like me.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's veer over. Outside of music, what are you into? Like basketball or
Football.
football?
Very generic man stuff, I guess, because my real life revolves around not revolves around it, but everything I do is like through music or
Okay.
video production. Like that is, like I said, my job is that. Like where I work is like directing videos and photography and all this extra stuff. And then I do that on the side, or like when I'm done with that 9 to 5, I still do that after that. So that's kind of what I'm into. But things in general, like I would say I'm pretty open doing things, but I'm also very relaxed.
What about like, would you ever?
Yeah, you had to ask contextual situations. Like,
Would you ever do like go candle making? That's different. I mean, I know it's like more so women do stuff like that, but like going out of like your comfort zone.
yeah.
Like
That's what I'm
candle
saying.
making
Like,
or
yeah,
wine tasting or
yeah. I'm
to
down.
go to the movies.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
I'm over
Like,
here
I'm
like you're
down
not a
with that.
person.
No,
Like,
no.
you do those
I was about to
things.
say I would do that, but you're right. Like that's what I'm saying. Like I don't know if I'll do that on my own.
On your own.
Yeah, like
Okay.
it would have to be a woman. I'd be with a woman doing.
What about reading books? Do you read?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I will say this. I'd like to listen.
Listen,
Like audio books. More so because I'm doing things. Like I'll listen to an audio book while I'm doing something else.
Okay.
I ain't not gonna lie, I think me sitting down and reading something probably won't happen because I'm always moving something.
Yeah.
But I do have Audible, and I listen to stuff all the time.
I need to try that because like I like the books in like
Yeah.
full form.
Yeah.
But audio, I don't know. I can do it when I'm at work. I can't listen to anything outside of it. Like I'm not the type to just pull out my earbuds and walk around.
No,
Listen to
I
like to
agree.
just
I agree. I say that's why I feel like I can do more. And if I really want to know what this book is about, but I know I don't want to spend like an hour when I'm thinking like, man, in an hour I could be editing a video or I could be doing my laundry or something like that. Like I'll try to I do a lot of multitasking now that I think about it.
yeah.
So yeah,
Dang,
any way
that
that I
makes me
can
wanna-
be more efficient.
Yeah, darn. That makes me like I don't know how I feel about that.
What you mean?
Like in the sense of you say you multitask. I feel like maybe I have too much time on my hand because I can sit down and literally read a whole book in an hour.
Well,
It's like, dang, girl, you could be doing something else.
No.
Maybe I think too much about. I'm an overthinker,
right.
so I shouldn't.
I don't.
It's okay to sit down and read.
Yes, it is. It is absolutely okay. I think it was more. I think that's
Yeah.
more something wrong with me not being able to. Dog, just
The day I'm not too busy enough. Okay, so it's okay to sit still.
it is
Okay.
very much okay to sit still. I need to
Okay.
take pointers from you
Yeah,
for sure.
and you take pointers from you.
Well, you sharing.
Yeah, sharing,
Yeah,
exactly. Yep. Okay, so which track of yours mean the most to you and why?
I mean, it's only right as today we're talking.
Yeah.
It's only 3 out.
Okay.
Probably the rippity rap lyrical miracle freestyle called a freestyle.
Yeah.
That one means the most for sure.
That is a very hard song.
No, I
I'm telling
appreciate
you.
that. Thank you, thank you.
What is a song of yours you feel is underrated? I know you say you just have 3 out now.
Yeah, no.
but-
I mean, but that's still because like even my analysis of my songs, I like go down to the deepest root of them.
Yeah.
So I say probably the most underrated one probably is the freestyle. Probably is a freestyle. I had to say that. I
Yeah.
had to say that because yeah,
I feel like you gotta like listen to it because most people just turn it on. Like, oh,
yeah,
this hip hop. No, you gotta like listen to the words.
yeah,
Feel it.
exactly.
Yeah.
And that's why I said I said a lot. And
You did. You did.
if-
Towards the end, I was like, oh my God. Let me start this over again. I didn't appreciate it the first time. Let me start it
I
over.
appreciate that.
That's
Yeah.
crazy. Yeah. If you weren't doing music, what would you be doing?
All right, let's break that question down real quick, right? What do you mean not doing music?
Oh, wow. Okay.
Like, what's
Took a little
that?
offense to that.
No, well, no, I mean, like, well, how far does this go?
Okay,
Like, I can't listen to music at all. I can't
no,
direct
like-
music. Like,
Say, for instance, if you, okay, born again, now you're adult, and you didn't do music. Like for me, if I wasn't if I wasn't doing like podcasts, I'll probably, okay, I'm gonna throw something out, be a chef.
okay.
Something like that sense. Like if you wasn't doing music, would you veer off and do something different? Like,
All right, so I'll take that question as if I wasn't recording music
Yeah.
anymore. I would probably I would find some way to involve myself in something. I'll probably pick up an instrument and join a band.
okay,
But if I couldn't do that, if I had nothing to do with music, I don't want to say video. I feel that's too easy because that probably realistically would be what I did. Man, that says a lot about me. Hold on. I'm gonna think real good for about 5 more seconds and I'll have an answer.
okay.
I would just find a good job
Yeah.
and raise a family. Yep.
Okay.
Because then I'm thinking like, well, what's the next thing on my like list that I would love? And just be,
Right.
you know, being a family man is like the other goal. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So it's like I would just go for that.
Okay.
So yeah, that's a good question. Which it shouldn't have been that hard, but it's cool.
You are hilarious. What's something about you that I can't read? What's something about you that your fans would be surprised to know? Like your audience, your fans would be surprised.
Do I have fans as today? That I acted a lot
Yeah.
in my younger years. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I did a lot of stage plays. I was in commercials, and we called it the forensics team, but it was basically like a debate team. So, and that was we just get a topic, and you have to write like a thesis statement defending your side.
That sounds like so much fun.
Yeah,
Like they need to have like something like that now.
didn't know-
Just for fun.
yeah. I didn't know they didn't have stuff.
I mean, now it's more so like I would say it's more so on podcasts. You notice that? Like if you don't be on TikTok. It'd be a crazy debate on TikTok. So yeah.
Okay.
Like my last episode, that was like a mini debate. I had to turn the comments.
Was that the one with your panel?
Yeah. I had to turn
I
the
saw that.
comments
Yeah,
off. It was different, but
it was pretty cool. Like
Yeah.
I had a lot of different mindsets. It
Yeah.
kind of gives, from the male perspective, it gives like an insight on different ways
yeah.
women can think.
Think, yeah.
I think speaking as a man, like you kind of try to pinpoint one way that a girl think
Yeah.
and be like, okay, all girls think da 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 like that, and
Yeah.
that goes to show y'all do not think.
Yeah.
Not
Yeah.
a monolith. So that was
Yeah.
a pretty great episode.
Yeah. Thank
I
you.
liked it. Yeah.
It was different.
Yeah.
So out of my element. Okay. Okay, let's see. What's a bar you've written that still give you chills? Or you be like, dang, I did my thing on that.
Okay. I'm gonna go back to this freestyle again. Hurt without purpose can murk the gifted, or we just get turned. Which is basically saying when somebody hurts, like I envision myself as a person with good intentions.
Yeah.
And I've always been like that. But when somebody, not everybody's like that. People kind of could see you as taking advantage of the situation. So basically, I was saying in that is people who, all right. So as somebody that, and I consider myself, I'm kind of gifted at whatever it is I do. Like everybody got gifts or whatever. So when people like that get hurt, like, and speaking for myself, if I get hurt, that'll either kill me or like, as far as like, it'll make me drown or make me want to stop, or I'm going to turn up and make me go harder, which the latter is for me. Like I just go harder. Like if something bad happens or good happens, like I kind of just turn it all into fuel, which is what that was. So
that's really good.
Yeah.
I think I need to take lessons from that too. Cause I used to be a drowner. Like stuff would get to me so bad. Like you said, like not everybody have best intention.
Exactly.
So it's like, then as you get older, of course, you're not like, you don't put yourself in, situations with people,
Right.
kind of like cautious. Like earlier we talked about me being cautious. I'm like, like, oh, I have one best friend.
Yeah.
One friend. I'm okay with that.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
sure,
Very cautious,
Yeah. Now, to piggyback off of that,
Yeah.
I looked at it, because I was very much a person that, I'm still am a very emotional person.
Very, yeah.
But it's not about like being like, I think being emotional is a great thing,
Right.
but I think it's the way you express your emotions and how you
exactly.
process them.
Right.
That makes the difference. Like I think me being emotional is a superpower because I'm able to write from different emotional perspectives. But before, if I was mad, everybody gonna see I'm mad. I'm turned up.
Same.
If I'm sad, oh my God,
Yeah.
the world's ending, the world's upside down, the world, everybody hate me or da 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 like that. When it was never the case like that. But as I've gotten older, like I started to realize I'm probably gonna meet people that want to take advantage. I'm probably gonna meet people that want to provide opportunities for me, and I can use both of those scenarios to my favor. Right. Like I don't have to, it doesn't have to be, I mean, of course you still want to be cautious. Like I'm not going to hang around somebody that's probably going to get me killed. But I'm also like, if they're just in the realm of what I'm doing, I'm not going to like, I don't know, just do something overboard where I'm like, I just got to keep myself away from everything because somebody might be there that doesn't have the best. And it's like, yo, I'm going to get to where I want to be in life, and different people are going to come across my path. But regardless, I'm going to keep going. Like I'm not going to let it affect me to the point where I can't have a social life now because somebody done hurt me. I'm not going to shelter everything that I do now, which was a thought of mine at a point.
Same.
But I
literally
just
just got out of the mindset.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
And it's like sometimes I find myself like veering back into it. And I'm like, you know what?
Yeah.
I can't control other people. And
exactly.
It's like, you do you. I know that's not me, but
For
you do
sure.
you, but you just can't be in my space.
That's literally,
Right.
what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like it takes a lot of mental fortitude to be able to understand that about yourself, and just to know like, look, man, I'm probably, if you're a person that needs to network a lot, and that person that is not this good intentioned person networks a lot, and you see them a lot or whatever like that, you just know like, all right, I'm gonna see this person, but I ain't gotta, like, we don't have to
we don't have to
we don't have to interact.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Right.
Cool. You do your
Yep.
thing over there. I'm
I'm gonna
gonna
do
do
mine.
mine over here. You can't come over here.
Yeah, stay still there.
Yes, over there.
Right.
But it's just part of life, and it's like,
It is.
what do you want to do with what do you want to do with life? I want to succeed, and that's what I'm gonna do. I'm not gonna let the outside things that I, like you said, can't
Can't control.
control
Yep.
affect that.
Yep. I'm like, okay, next.
That's
Me.
Yeah.
Like, okay. Okay.
that's really it. Yeah, you got to kind of have a real, more or less stoic mindset, I guess.
I love that.
Yeah.
I love that word. I've been researching a lot about
Yeah,
stoicism. I can't say it.
You're whatever you're about to say.
Stoicism,
it's
stoic.
correct.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see. Be honest.
I'll be honest. Yeah.
How many times have you faked like you love someone's beat or verse just to keep the peace?
Hey.
Or have you ever been in a situation where,
All right, so it's funny. It's funny. I had this conversation with some coworkers, not necessarily about beats, but like to keep things positive, even if you have a negative review of them. We were talking about something else, but I'm gonna more than likely always give like a positive review or constructive criticism, but I'm gonna make it sound positive. Like I'm not gonna, if I think something is trash, I'm either gonna not say nothing. I'm gonna say like, all right, say context. If somebody's playing like a list of beats and I think something they played is trash, to me, it's no need for me to tell them that I think that is trash. I'm gonna say, what else you got? I was like, okay, all right, what else you got?
yeah.
Like that's
respectful too.
you know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. Like I'm a respectful, kind person.
Yeah. Because you never know, like
that.
everybody put like their hard work into it. So it's like shooting that person down. They like probably spent all night making it. And then you, what about this? Oh, that's trash. Dang.
For sure.
I was doing this for 9 hours and this is what
Yeah.
you have to say. So yeah, that's a great, that's really good.
Yeah, I'm not into like shooting people down.
Yeah.
And this doesn't apply to anybody that's trying to do something to me. I would shoot you down if you are trying to mess.
Yeah.
that
Backbone.
makes sense.
Gotta have
But
Yeah.
if we're just going,
Yeah.
if I'm, with some other creatives and I don't like what you did, I'm not gonna tell you unless you're like kind of asking me.
Yeah.
It the context again.
Right.
Like if it's somebody that I'm like close to and they're like, yo, I want you to give me your opinion, I'm gonna say, I mean, I'll give them like a positive something. Like I think in everything you can kind of pick something out. Like if it's a trash beat but you had a nice sounding kick like in there, I'd be like, man, the kicks were hitting hard. I would try to X, Y, and Z. And I'll be real about that. Like whatever X, Y, and Z was, if they actually go through and follow through and did it, it'll probably sound good. You know what I'm saying? So that's always my thing, is just uplift.
That's good. Gotta be like that for people. A lot of people don't have that.
For sure.
Okay. Who's a celebrity you absolutely would roast if you got stuck in an elevator with them?
Really anybody.
Anybody? Oh
Yeah,
Lord, nobody's safe.
Yeah, no. Because if I'm thinking like, well, why would I be roasting him? That's just what my brain works. Like, well, why would I be roasting? It's because you probably said something about me.
Yeah.
And I don't care who you are or what you look like. I will find something. I will find something to fry you up about.
That's crazy. That's me too.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
I'm gonna get you on something. So
yeah. What's a Jesus Christ? What's a guilty pleasure song you low key vibe to when no one's around? I need to get it together.
No, that's a great question. I don't even know if I have any guilty pleasure songs. I'm trying to think of like probably wouldn't be cause I'll be okay. I'm down with liking anything that oh man, you know what? Comedy songs. Like there's
I've never heard a comedy song. That's new to me.
there's like a lot. There's a funny song. I love comedy. Like
But-
all
Yeah, same. Yeah.
like dry humor. I like
Yeah.
dark humor. I like over the top. I like regular humor. So there's people make goofy songs all the time, and then there's this one song. I don't honestly, and we can cut all this part out because this is probably just gonna be stupid. But honestly, it just says the N word like 100 times in a row, but with very like saying very ignorant stuff. Okay, I think that's funny. Little guilty pleasure, and we don't have to say what that was because I don't really want to
It's nobody's business.
But it is
But
funny though. No, it's mad funny. It is hilarious.
That's funny. I'm gonna look that up. I've never heard of no.
I'll send you that.
Send me some
I'll
because
send you.
I never.
Like the intention of it is to
make someone laugh.
Yeah,
and I love laughing. That's all I ever do. Like, because I'm so tired of. I mean, I like TikTok, but it be getting repetitive. I be laughing at the same stuff, but it be from different people.
Yeah. The like trendy stuff, people have put their own twist on and everything. And honestly, now that you say that, I think that's why I kind of veer away from TikTok because it's based on trends. Mm-hmm. And I have a rebellious thing about me that's like if I see 100 people running towards something,
you want to stand right still.
Stand still.
Why y'all running?
What y'all running?
Yeah.
So.
Do you ever feel pressure to represent the 757 a certain way? And how do you balance that with just being you?
I think that the 757, its actual personality is, or like that regional thing is to just be you. Like everybody that's popped off from the 757 never sounded like anybody else. Like that was their shtick, their thing. If you think about the Pharrell, the Timbaland, Missy Elliott's, and that's just using the biggest people, because there's other people like Drum. Drum was one.
He's good.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, he did, and all of it was different. Mm-hmm. All of it came from more or less quirky or weird type of sounds. Mm-hmm. Something that's you're not going to hear anywhere else. You can't hear it anywhere else. Right. You know what I mean? And I think what the problem with the 757 is as artists is when we try to follow trends. When you just make your own thing and just make it sound good, that has been for whatever reason, that's been the formula to get somewhere through that. Mm-hmm. So.
Okay. What does success actually look like for you?
I think you got to kind of break that down. Not you, but I have to break that down. It's like mentally successful, spiritually successful, emotionally successful, physically / monetarily successful. If I am stable and balanced in those internal ways, that's success to me because that has nothing to do with money. And then physically, it would be, I guess, monetarily. Like if I am able to have an abundance and live happily and freely, an abundance of money so I can live happily and kind of freely, then that is success. Yeah, for sure.
If you could add a wild feature to one of your songs, like old cartoon character, or a random celebrity, who would it be and why?
That's a great question. Who would I put? Probably. No, I wouldn't put him up there. That'd be crazy. I would put like a Beast Boy from Teen Titans up there. Teen Titans Go.
Okay.
He made some bops.
Yeah.
Yep. That's it. Yeah. I wish I could.
Yeah.
I wish I had something cooler or some like celebrity that was.
Yeah.
But nah.
Beast Boy.
Yeah.
That's it. That's all.
That's it.
Okay.
That's it.
How does your mental health show up in your music, or does music help you cope?
It's kind of like one of those art imitates life and vice versa. So they're synonymous with each other. Like I said, kind of even as I'm talking, I'm realizing stuff in real time. It's the same way with the music. I could be writing something and being like, okay, that's how I feel. Or, I just, my bad.
It's okay.
Or I'm just spilling out whatever has been on my mind already. Not to lose your question, what was the exact question again? Because I'm thinking, all right, what's the parallels between the two?
How does your mental health show up in your music, or does music help you cope?
Got it. Both. Both. That's both. Writing, making music helps me. It's just a relaxing thing for me. It's a fun thing for me. It's like dopamine that never
I feel like music is spiritual too.
Yeah, yeah,
Like
it
feeding
is.
your soul. Like we talked about it earlier.
Yeah.
Like no offense to Sexy Red.
Yeah.
But it's all about what you put into like your spirit.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know? Cause like music definitely would make you feel good and sometimes it'll make you feel bad. Like, you know,
Yeah.
influence too
Yeah.
from music. Young
Yeah.
kids will go out and do crazy things just off of me listening to true crime.
Yeah.
I mean, this kid was a murderer at 16 years old, listening to
God.
crazy music. Literally killed his whole family.
See?
That's what I'm saying.
And I feel you.
Yeah.
Now,
like,
off subject, but we can jump right back on. That's why I don't listen or watch the true crime stuff.
Yeah.
Because they are so crazy up there.
Yeah.
And like you said, like I don't even want to know
Yeah.
why or how they got there, even though it's real interesting.
Yeah.
So I get why it's a big thing. Mm-hmm. But I never I just hate hearing, like I didn't even watch that Jeffrey Dahmer thing that was on Netflix just because I was like, yo, that's wild. I don't want, like, that's just a wild concept.
It is.
Then to see like the steps that he might
Actually,
took, to just sit there and contemplate doing that thing.
Like psychological thing.
Exactly.
Yeah. Like it makes you think like real deep about like the why.
Yeah.
And, like sometimes I even have to tell myself like it's to a point where I have to like stop and say, okay, that's a little bit too much for my spirit.
For sure.
And stop listening to it for a few days and just go off to listen like my gospel music.
Yeah.
Listening to, you know, Snow Allegra or some really soft music, jazz music. I'll turn some of that on. But just to get my spirit back. But it does do.
Okay.
The true crime it's crazy.
No, for sure. But that's what I'm saying. Like even kind of, because I like psychology, just in general. I like knowing the whys. Why when I don't like watching certain things, because like we talked about, like things having layers and people having layers. There's certain people I don't want to know all your layers, because I don't even want to have a reference point if like they're like, man, somebody slammed the door in my face, so now he went and chopped his head off. And then say I'm going through life and somebody slammed the door in my face and I'm mad about it, and the first thing I think of the dude that went and chopped his head. I'm like, I don't even want to think like to think that it could possibly be a reaction. So it's like, I just, again, like you said, kind of what you're feeding yourself. That's just me though. So but to kind of even use that as a how the music even helps is just so I'm going through experiences in life and I'm able to put that and kind of realize that in real time. And when I do, it's almost like a self-therapeutic session. When you asked me about Flood for me, I never sat down and thought, why am I writing these lyrics? Because a lot of it is based in, I think of it from a lot of different perspectives. I think it from the songwriter perspective and the listener, like, all right, would this note sound good right here? Like, it's very intricate the way that I kind of piece certain things together. And a lot of times I don't sit back and realize the actual lyrics that I'm putting down, like the freestyle. I was writing it and then went back and then had to listen. Okay, this is what I mean when I'm saying this. I was like, damn, that's pretty good. Like I almost looking at it from like an out of body experience kind of thing. So it helps all the way around. They're all related. It's all related.
I think the music sounds better when like it has a meaning behind it.
Exactly.
Like you can like either feel something from it, or it gives something to you, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Like,
No.
I can listen to it like, this song make me feel good. I can go to that artist and say, I like listening to them because they make me feel great.
Right. Has a song ever made you cry?
Fun fact, I cry very easily, so I'm very emotional. So I be in the feels, but yes. Okay. I think it's more so like gospel music, of course. Janae Aiko, she have a song, I think Born Tired. You ever heard that song before? It's a nice song, but that one made me cry. Yes, like I'm just a lady.
Yeah, you just a lady. I like that. I asked that because I was telling you, Kendrick Lamar is like my second favorite artist. So it's like him and Andre 3000 have only had like verses or songs that have made me dead cry.
And they both Geminis, like,
Wow.
Yep.
You're a Gemini too. Oh,
yes.
okay.
We be
Doing the science.
yeah.
All right.
Look, because a lot of people don't really think too much about zodiac. I'm big on zodiac. 'Cause
Yeah.
I feel like yes, I rep.
I would say I would say I'm in the middle.
In the middle.
I'm in the middle with it. Like
Yeah.
I know there's some type of correlation.
Yeah.
But I know that there's like layers.
Layers.
There's
See,
layers.
I feel like that's where the zodiac come from.
Okay.
For me, I feel like that's the layers of people
Gotcha.
when it comes to like zodiac.
Okay.
So
do you know like? Because I hear terms like the third sun or the moon.
the rising,
Yeah,
yes,
yeah.
I am a Capricorn rising,
Okay.
a Gemini sun, a Libra moon. I have a lot of Earth placements in my chart too. Like my Saturn is in like I think Taurus. My, Mercury communication is in Taurus.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that's probably why I have like a lot of Earth sign friends.
Oh,
And
you
like
did say that.
and
yeah.
my siblings too. Like we're Earth and air signs.
Okay.
So I think that's what it is. But yeah,
How about to say I don't know.
you know,
I don't know. One, I don't know, and even if I did know, I don't know what
like what it mean. Yeah,
Yeah. So
yeah.
I have to do some Google
Yeah,
research.
yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty dope.
Okay, so now we're gonna do our this or that segment.
Okay.
So, you ready?
Yeah.
Studio session all night or sleep and wake up at 6 a.m. sharp.
Can you choose a both?
If you want to.
I'll choose both because that's
Okay.
that's what I do.
Okay.
Like
Yeah.
my alarm goes off at 6, but I'll be in.
See, it's the other way around. Because I asked studio session all night or sleep wake. Yeah, so you sleep, wake up at 6 a.m. Then you
Yeah.
go to studio all night.
Oh,
Don't
so
worry.
sleep. Okay, all right. So I was about. That's why I said both, right? Because
Yeah.
after I get off work, then I'll go to the studio. I'm there
Yep.
all night, and then I still get up at 6.
6 a.m. Yep. Yep.
Yeah. So
That's crazy.
both.
Okay. Drop a fire track with no promo or go viral for the wrong reason.
I think too much for that, like being this or that. But I would probably do the fire song with no promo.
Okay. 757 forever or move to LA for the bag.
7. Yo, these questions have. I mean, these questions have other questions that I want to follow it up with, but I'll keep it simple.
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
Oh, all right. So
That was quick.
LA, right? So can I ever go back to the 757?
Okay, I'll make it easy. Yes, you can go back to this.
Oh, well then I'll go to LA.
So you can move to LA, get your bag up, get your career up, and then you can move back.
Oh
to the
yeah, well
757.
then I'll do that.
Okay.
Yeah.
That sounds like a plan.
Yeah.
Crazy visuals with a mid song or fire song with no visuals.
Wow, what a question. That's ripping my heart apart. But I'll believe in the music more.
Okay.
We'll do the fire song.
So no visual.
We'll do the
Fire
fire song because I still think that's more important than a fire visual.
Yeah.
I've actually seen fire visuals with terrible songs.
Yeah, it's like bro,
So
what do you-
yeah,
Yeah,
it's like
same.
I'd rather hear something really crazy than have to look at something that's not crazy, or look at something that doesn't have anything crazy attached to it. So
Okay.
yeah.
A feature with Drake, but you can't talk about it, or go bar for bar with your favorite underground artists in front of 50 people.
Bar for bar.
Could you like that?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm gonna go bar for bar.
Okay.
Yeah, fuck Drake.
Get roasted on Twitter by a legend or get ignored by your dream collab.
Legend in music. And I'm getting roasted by them, or I take the ignore.
What
Yeah,
was it?
dream collab.
Oh yeah, get ignored by your dream collab.
I would get ignored.
Okay.
Yeah, because I don't want to have to fry a legend, and I don't want because then everybody will be looking at like who the legend is talking to, and nobody's gonna care what I got to say. Like I'd rather just have no interaction with the ignored person. Yeah.
Lose all of your unreleased music or accidentally leak your weirdest voice memo, if you have one.
I got a lot of voice memos. I'm sure I got over 1,000 voice memos.
Oh wow.
I'm sure there's some weird ones in there somewhere. And
It can't be too bad.
well, I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I don't know what people classify as weird, but I mean, it ain't nothing crazy. Like, ain't nothing stupid crazy, or leak the memo.
Okay.
Leak the weirdest one.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't want to lose my songs.
Freestyle on Sway in the Morning or headline your own Tiny Desk concert.
Headline the Tiny Desk.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That'll be tough.
yeah.
Yeah.
Because I want to do that.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna do a mockery version of that. I'll do like my own version of a Tiny Desk.
Like, would you have your own tiny? You talking about like having your own Tiny Desk?
I'm gonna do like a live performance.
Or like, okay.
Yeah, and record it and stuff like that, so it'll look like a tiny desk.
Okay.
Yeah, it'll look like a tiny desk, but
Yeah.
it's not. It's not one.
Okay.
So
Only record using your phone mic or only perform with a broken speaker.
only record with the phone mic, because that is the worst to have.
Yeah.
Being live and then the equipment doesn't work.
Yeah.
That's terrible. There's nothing you can do about it. With an iPhone, if you're recording, yeah, you can. Yeah, no, for sure. Like, that's the type of thing that'll break my spirit. Like, bro,
Slide down the wall.
nah, I would be like, dog, get me off this stage, yo. But I can fix. I can mix a phone recording, so I would do that.
Okay. So, what can we expect from you in the future? Like, what you have?
Yeah, the immediate future. 3 songs are gonna be released before the end of April, and in May, the band that I started will announce ourselves,
Okay.
and it'll be 4 songs in May.
Okay.
So there's like a lot about to happen in comparison to the 3 songs that I got out now. So
Well, tell everybody where we can find you at, listen to your music at.
okay. If you have a social media and you type in NICHO, you put an underscore there, then you put an N there, then a O and a W. That spells Nicho Now, and I'll pop up. And then from there, I think y'all can click links and find music, because there should be a link tree somewhere. I probably need to make that easier for access, but they'll get there.
Okay.
They'll get there if they do that.
And I'm going to post everything in the description, captions below. And you can follow me at the.pixie podcast on Instagram, Spotify, and YouTube. And my personal is Dime Dash with 2 underscores. And yeah, that's it.
Yay.
Thank you.